Ooh, that music saucy. Hold up. Let's start this show. Oh, my light. Flashbang. Yo. Yo. What is good, YouTube? What is up, PlayStation Nation? Welcome to another episode of the JAYBARI Show, episode number 45 to be exact. What is good, man? Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful morning. Hopefully y'all having a wonderful weekend. Yo, can I turn this dual screen thing off? I think I have to set it up properly. I don't think I set that thing up properly, but hey, for anybody that's watching on a vertical cropped view, good luck. My bad. But yo, man, what is good, man? What is good, yo? Hopefully everybody's having a good morning. Hopefully you had a wonderful week, man. Sorry that I'm doing the JAYBARI Show on a Saturday morning because this prior week was pretty busy for me. I had family up here, graduations, work. So I wasn't available to do the show on Wednesday. But everything should be going back to normal, in the following weeks or whatnot. So we should be good to go. But yeah, man, we are back here once again on another early Saturday morning. Old school time, old school whoops time. But the reason why I'm doing it so early is because I'm going to see Superman or Superwoman or Supergirl later this afternoon. So, we got to do it in the morning time. I'm a morning person anyway. You know what I mean? I like to do shit in the morning anyway. So my afternoons, my nighttime could be, do what I got to do, But definitely appreciate y'all pulling up, man. You know what I mean? Your effortlessly king, what's good? Faye, what's good? Chaos Legion, what's good, bro? Let me know if the sound is working for the notifications. Yo, Persona, what's good, man? Cause I'm not able to hear it. Yo, Philip Sin, what's good, bro? Icebreaker, Ice Cream Darkness Wins, what's good, man? Venom the movie, what's good? Killer Can for sure, what's good, bro? But yo, Cobb Sandy, I appreciate the donation, the $5 donation, Android user. He said, sorry for interrupting you, Bari. For me, no pre-order for GTA6. It's way too early on. I'll wait until a week before launch. Now, I hear you. Everlessly, King. Yo, don't do that to me. Yo, Mondo, what's good, man? Yo, I feel you on the whole GTA 6 pre-order, man. Now, we're going to talk about GTA 6 pre-orders, the whole debacle, the whole shebang. We're going to talk about it because I found it funny that, people are so, upset that people are pre-ordering something that they're excited for. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get into it and all that when it pertains to GTA 6. And I'm gonna give my reason as far as why I did what I did when it comes to that game. But yeah, we got a few things we're gonna talk about, man. Yo, Chuck, what's good, bro? Yo, this is Evo weekend as well. Evo has been pretty fun. I've been watching here and there when it comes to Evo. Mainly, I just been watching the Grand Blue stuff, Street Fighter stuff. I watched some of the 2SKO stuff because they added new characters, and I haven't really, kept up with that game. But it seems like the new character, it's some dark edgelord dude. I forgot the dude's name. I think it started with a T. It seemed like he pretty popular, Chuck. It seemed like he pretty popular, man. It seems like he pretty strong too. You know what I mean? But yo, big shout out to Upchuck and my man Dreology. They are going to be doing, I think they're going to be doing an Evo watch party tomorrow. So make sure y'all tune in if y'all want to, check out these fighting games and, just be entertained while y'all checking it out. Definitely tune into Plus on Block because they're going to be doing a watch party for Evo. You know what I mean? But yeah, me personally, I think Grand Blue is later. Yeah, Thresh. There you go. I think Grand Blue is later tonight. So hopefully I'll get back home, from the movies, before it starts. Hopefully. We'll see. But yeah, like I said, we doing this on Saturday. Today, early in the morning. Congratulations. Both my nieces, they graduated. One is going to high school and one is graduating from high school. So big congrats to them. Big congrats to them. They get a you know what I mean? They get a fanfare for that. So big shout out to my nieces on that. Also, a fun fact I learned this week, right? Is that the one that graduated, that's going into high school, she's actually a gamer, right? And so I was like, oh, you play games? Oh, you play games? I was like, yeah, I play games. I said, what's your favorite game? And her favorite game in this day and age, kids, they be like, Roblox, this, blah, blah, all these BS type games. Her favorite game is the Uncharted series. Uncharted is her favorite. Listen, tears of joy fell from upon my eyes when I heard that, because she's in love with Lost Legacy. She loves Lost Legacy. Yo, Teasy, what's good, bro? Shout out to my man Teasy in the chat, man. She loves Lost Legacy, but my brother was telling me she played all the Uncharted games and she always replays them. I was like, what? She played Uncharted? You know what I mean? It's a 14-year-old girl, or 13 years old. She's gonna be 14. And she her favorite series is Uncharted, man. I was happy to hear that. I was like, yeah, you know what I mean? That's what's up. But I will say this though, when it comes to my nieces and nephew, obviously, they got more of a lean towards PlayStation side. Outside of one of my nephews, he's more like a Nintendo dude. There's more like and that's not even my doing. My brothers, they always brought me up on playing PlayStation anyway. So, you know what I mean? But I was happy to hear that. I was like, what? You play Uncharted? You play Uncharted? And she plays it a lot too. I'm telling you, she would beat the first game and she would replay it again, because she loved the story. She loved the gameplay and all that. So, big shout out to her. Favorite game was Uncharted in the big 2026, man. You see that PlayStation, you see what you got to do. You know what I mean? You're getting back to multiplayer and live services. You know what you got to do, PlayStation. We need a new Uncharted. We need a new factions. The kids are hungry. The kids are hungry. They getting tired of these Roblox. They getting tired of these Fortnites, man. The kids are hungry, PlayStation. Okay. By the way, sorry for anybody that's watching on the vertical perspective. I was testing out the whole dual stream thing. I was like, let me click this, because it says it automatically generate a vertical crop version for short speed. But it looks like it didn't automatically crop to where my camera is at. So I guess I got to do some manual customizations to get that thing fixed. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, Teasy, you said which one of y'all picked the boycott on the vote of the poll? Who picked boycott, man? Yeah, we gonna talk about it, man. We gonna talk about it. Before we get into the news though, because I got mainly 4 things I want to talk about. But like I said, last night, Avatar Legends finally went up for pre-order, which I'm very, very happy about that. Pre-ordered that ASAP. I'll definitely be playing the closed beta for that game as well. I forgot who's going to be in the closed beta. Is it the first 8 and the other betas? I'm not sure. But very, very excited for that game. In the short span that game is going to be played, because Tokon is coming, I do want to do some things. I do want to do some content with that game. So be on the lookout for announcements be on the lookout for videos or streams when it pertains to Avatar. But like I said, before we get into the whole, JAYBARI show episode 45, let's check out this latest trailer for Avatar, where they're doing their pre-order PlayStation 5 trailer and all that knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. Yeah, by the way, I will be maining Katara or Azula. Custom lobbies, let's go. Gallery mode, kill. Training mode, kill. Bonus, pre-order bonus, kill. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to do that. Yo, Sokka looks crazy. Yo, listen, Azula. Azula. So yeah, pre-orders went up. Oh, year one pass. So this is the year one pass. What's this dude name? Bolin? Is it Bolin? I think this is Bolin, little Earth dude. This is Chai Li. Ain't this Toph like granddaughter, something like that? And then we got my man, Izo. Iroh, I mean. I wonder who they have for the last character. I think the last character, they're saying that people can vote for the character. Oh, Chuck, you gonna play Azula? Yeah, Azula look good, man. She got the mix-ups. And shit, so I definitely like the air dashing that I'm seeing from Azula, but I'm gonna give Katara a go. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, I like the ice characters. I like what I see when it comes to, like, certain setups for her. She could throw the little, icicle cloud. And, depending on which variations you pick, it can, cause for some good, like, wake-up situations. Obviously, if she get hit, it dissipates. But it's 5 characters for the last... Oh, let me see. Let me watch the whole thing. Oh, yeah, see? You pre-ordered to get beta access for July 2nd and through the 5th. So that's pretty good because this is a weekend that, we're pretty much off anyway, So it's going to be cool to get some time in with this game. I didn't get into none of the betas with this game, which is crazy. Like, normally, there's possibly I'll get into like at least one beta when it comes to fighting in this game right here. I got into none of the betas. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a learning curve because it looks different as far as like the whole flow animation. I think you can cancel certain things or you can use it defensively with that as well. But yeah, I feel like all the characters look pretty cool. You know what I mean? Everybody looked pretty cool. The game looks fun to play. The game looks like it doesn't really hold your hand. And it looks like it got some messed up shit that yeah, you either gotta like, get good at the game or, you just gotta eat that, you know what I mean? So I like stuff like that. So we'll see. Duel was showing them at the showcase. Oh. Let me see you talk about. Let me see what you're talking about real quick. I think that's pretty cool. So matter of fact, it's pretty cool, but it's also pretty worrying that the fans get to vote who's the last character. So when is that last character going to come into play? You know what I mean? or these characters is already in development, and you know, just depending on who you choose, they would you know, be like that last fifth character. You know what I mean? Maybe it's that. There's no way I can see like they waiting for motherfuckers to pick and then they're gonna develop from there. Oh, let me avatar. The fighting. Let's see. Oh, okay, I see it. So anime FGC news. Oh, Tenzin, Kuvirin. I don't remember this dude. Is this the second series? Oh, Boomy? Oh, Amon, this is the dude that will cancel your shit, right? And Asumi, I think is Asami, what's her name? Asami? This is Shorty girlfriend, right? This is Korra girlfriend. If I was to choose, I think Boomy is gonna be the more popular pick. But I would like to see Amon because he's gonna be so different, right? He's canceling motherfuckers like, what you call it, techniques. So I would like to see how that plays in the game. Like, oh, you can't use your fire breathing, your earth bending, you know what I mean? None of that shit. You can't use none of your bending techniques for a set period. Yo, Franco, what's good, man? Yo, Jemai, what up? What's good, man? What's good? Truth be told, I ain't pre-ordered it. Yo, the truth, what's good, man? Yeah, this is Avatar, the Last Airbender fighting game. Oh, let me see what Zeta's saying.
Give me the nut tuck install, brother.
Whoa! give me the what, brother?
Oh, brother, but I got my character. Okay, cool.
You would say him, huh? You got the end avatar going on.
Bolin! Let's go!
Oh, okay.
My man Bolin. That's right. Show some respect to Bolin.
Bolin! Let's go! My goat! Bro, make him have nut tuck installed.
Hey, yo, that sounds saucy as hell, bro. I know what he's talking about, but yeah, that sounds saucy as hell, bro. Oh, the metal bit. Let me see this.
What is these combos? Yeah. Okay. That's that's a jumping though. Okay. We got four energy points.
Not gonna lie, man. I would love to play Korra too, man, but
What is these combos? Yeah. Okay.
oh, install. I seen this.
The air dashes over there.
Toph look like she's gonna be strong. Yeah, that button right. I think that's a heavy.
It will give you air dashes. It will enhance your next move.
Yo, look at her movement in the install. How long does it last?
Okay, but Top does have level 7 available, right?
Oh, very nice. Good.
Oh, they got reversal actions in here.
Everything.
Oh, that's a combo. Look how much damage that does, bruh. This is a Dre character for sure. 6 hits and it does like 40%, 30%, 50%. Look at the damage in this. Look at this.
Everything.
That's good damage, yo.
Oh, it's command grab. Okay, so it's not gonna be a combo right there. Oh, hold on. Speak of the devil. Hey.
Yo.
Good night.
Wait, is this a command grab?
Okay, so it's not gonna be a combo right there.
Oh, I think it is. Oh, damn. And she's dead.
Good night.
Oh.
Okay, life or death. She said, "I'm gonna learn right now."
Jesus, man. Well. Yeah, so He said, "Hey Bari, you think this game might end up at Evo near?" I think it will. I think it will. My hope for this game is for it to be like a main game, you know, like the big 8 game. But if it's not, it's probably going to be a side game. Like most of the games that like, there's a lot of side tournaments on Evo. You know what I mean? It's like this secondary tournament kind of thing. You know what I mean? There's a whole bunch of games of Evo that's being ran as tournaments. But you know, you have the main, I guess, games that they choose, the 8 games that is being televised all over the place. You can catch, I think you can catch some of the smaller ones and like other little streams here and there. But like the Evo events, Twitch or YouTube, is going to be those like big 8 games. But you know, I hope it makes it. You know, I hope it makes it there like next year. I hope it makes it there. Next year, I plan to go to Evo because I want to compete in Tokon. And if this is still there, I'll compete in this. And if Grand Blue is still there, I'll compete in Grand Blue too. You know what I mean? But you know, we'll see. We'll see. I think it does have a good chance. I think a lot of people probably disagree with me, but the game looked fun, man. The game looked cool. I think this game has a lot of like, it's built to have like a lot of hype moments. Like look at that moment right there where Toph did her metal bending command grab super. You know what I mean? I think she has her other super was command grab too. I think both of her supers are command grab. But that's a little hype moment right there. You know what I mean? Because you get caught with that, you know you're dead. You know, even though Korra was in install and she over here dashing and doing all that shit, you still gotta be on your P's and Q's because I guess like with a Toph player, they had like the max orb things. She was maxed out. You know what I mean? So I think this game is always gonna, I think on a spectator viewpoint, this game will be cool to be a top, you know, that top 8 game, that 8 game for Evo for sure. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about pulling up to Evo next year and support. Yeah, you should, man. Yo, Evo was a good experience, man. It was a pretty good experience. This year, I just think the timing was bad. You know, a June timing, I didn't agree with that. But next year, I'll be definitely, I have more time to plan and prepare for it. Yo, Chuck said it will be there at last next year. Definitely going to Evo next year. Yeah, man, we definitely should, yo. You know what I mean? Because look, we got more games to compete in now. You know, last time I went to Evo, I only did 1 game. I only did Grand Blue. You know what I mean? Looking like next year, it's possible 3 games. You know what I mean, to compete in. You know what I mean? Yo, Trav the Game, what's good, man? He said, yo, Bar Wagwan, I meant to ask you this in the Pony Barn. How long it took you to get that piano trophy for Rebirth? Yo, the piano trophy for Rebirth, it took me the longest. That was like my biggest wall and hurdle. Is to get, well, you had to get like all like S rank or A rank or something like that for all the songs. Majority of the songs weren't bad, but like the last 2, the Chocobo one and the Sephiroth One Wing Angel, yeah, that packed me up. Oh, yo, I had to lock in, yo. There was a time where I just muted all music, all noise, and I just had to hear the little the little thing, and that's how I locked in. It took me a while, but eventually I got, yo, Blackberry, what's good, bro? I eventually got it. Yo, Franco Tech, what's good, man? But yeah, I just wanted to show the Avatar, the fighting game. The pre-orders are up currently on the PlayStation Store. You can buy the game. So let me show you this before I move on. You can buy the game for $30. You get the 12 character story mode, arcade, training, combo trial. Oh, so they confirming combo trials, which is good. Character lessons, gallery mode, and online rank, casual, and lobbies. If you get the digital deluxe, standard content, so all of this stuff right here, digital art book, music, soundtrack, unique HUD, and a 1-year character pass. Oh, so, okay. So the character pass is only $20. Bonus content, support character, skin, APA. I don't know if people really care about that. Oh, voting privilege for the 1 year. Oh, so I get to vote? Oh, and if you pre-order, you get beta access. Okay. Exclusive character color. So yeah, I mean, it's cool to pre-order. If you're interested in the game and you want to try the game out, you know, you get the beta access for what, next week or this week coming up, this weekend coming up. Also, you get to vote on the 1 year character pass. You know what I mean? I think that's pretty cool. It's a nice little cool incentive to pre-order. Most people don't do that. No fighting games have ever done that, right? Which fighting game you ever heard of like, yo, we pre-order our game, you get to vote on who you think makes it into the season pass. I don't think nobody ever done that. I know Grand Blue, they always do like a voting thing, which character you like to see, but sometimes those characters don't make it. Only like about, I think like 3 of them made it. But look how many DLC characters there were in like Grand Blue Fantasy. But the fact that you can impact the last character if you pre-order, it's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, man. Yo, yeah, I'm telling you, that was giving me trouble too, man. That was giving me trouble too. Yo, Dre, what's good, man? Shout out to my man, Dre. Happy belated birthday once again. Shout out to my bro, Dre, man. The Plus on Block June birthday boys. Just posted some dev gameplay for Tokon in Discord, mainly showing off Magneto and BP. All right, y'all, hold up. Before we start the show, I gotta should I do this on a separate video? Should I do this as a separate video? Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to talk about this or see what's going on. You know what I mean? I definitely want to see this Black Panther gameplay though. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna save this for like a separate video because I'm on the time constraints. But yo, shout out to my man Dre posting this. Let's take a little peek. Can we take a little peek? let's take a little peek. That's a little schmitch. Just a little schmitch. All right. Let's see. Let's see what
2026 underway. We are fortunate.
Let's see what Black Panther doing.
Marvel Tokon's Fighting Souls, giving us another look at Magneto, who is
I'm gonna mute that. I just want to see the gameplay. I just want to hear the game.
Debut at Magnetism himself dominates the arena.
Hold up, that clashes with Magneto.
Evo Japan. Magneto, the legendary
Yo, I told you, Magneto looks strong to me. You know what I mean? I know when Dieform said he lost his like buff Magneto, but I always felt like Magneto looked pretty strong.
Master of Magnetism himself dominates the arena by manipulating metal.
So yeah, she got like this, I think it's our back heavy, where like Zeta, how you charge like the dragon for Zeta, the dragon bar, she could do the same thing here, and it's armored on startup. So you can use it kind of like a reversal.
Hurling massive objects and turning.
Damn, that should go far.
Weapons. And of course, Wakanda's newest Black Panther, Shuri, who combines lightning fast agility, devastating spear attacks, and acrobatic movement to overwhelm her opponent.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Y'all saw that? Y'all saw that?
Lightning fast agility, devastating spear attacks.
This shit right here, I love this shit, especially air movement type stuff.
And acrobatic.
Watch this. Let me slow this down. This is where's the playback speed. This is where the fun comes in for me. That right there. You saw that? Y'all saw that right there? You see that activation right there? Zoe, not Zeta. Did I say Zeta? My bad. I mean Zoe. Yeah, Zoe, she has like her unique button where she charges up her dragon bar, but that unique button on startup is armored and you can use it as a reversal. It's kind of similar to that, but this right here, this little cancel right here, you can her unique button for Black Panther, you can cancel all her specials. I'm gonna assume all the normal attacks as well, because I just saw the jump light into this. And you can just go crazy. The beautiful thing about this is that this is a tag game, yo. This is the beautiful. This is not a 1v1, okay? This is a tag game. So some of the setups in here, the execution, I feel like is going to be a little bit more harder, but it's going to be nasty when you get that. You know what I mean? Mag just got a hold of it. Now you're going to crouch. Imagine now you call in the cap assist, lock in the crouch block, and then you just go high. Oh, her 5H looked pretty good too. That's not a bad 5H. Yeah, you see the anime. Oh, yo, Mag got one of those. No, he got a what's that? Vegito? Is it Vegito or Gogeta? 2M Chuck. he got one of those. No. Oh no. GG's, y'all. I take back everything I just said about Black Panther. GG's, y'all. We got to deal with this. We got to deal with this, man. Oh, and he got like a lariat kind of move too. Oh my God, the animations, bro. And he can just dash from this, right? Yeah. Oh my God. Damn, he's still going. This combo's still going. This guy, this combo's still going. Pretty decent damage. Yeah, we'll do a separate video on this. We'll do a separate video on this. I did not see the 2M from God. Oh, that's the SSJ Goku 2M. Oh man, yo Dre, shout out to you, man. Cause I don't ever go to GameStop like that. You know what I mean? So shout out to you on this. I know Maximilian. I saw a Maximilian video. I didn't get to check it out yet, but I saw a video he uploaded talking about like he got to play Tokon. So I definitely checked that stuff out. But like I said, I'm going to the movies in the afternoon, so I'm not going to prolong. I'll do a separate video or even a separate stream on the Tokon stuff, which I'm pretty sure we're going to get new character announcements this weekend. So yeah, definitely tune in. Like I said, y'all ain't even got to tune into me. Like I said, we got Plus on Block. This is a dedicated fighting game channel that I'm pretty sure they're going to talk about Tokon as well. And they're going to be doing a Evo watch party. So make sure y'all subscribe and check out the channel this weekend, because you'll probably get most of the announcements and the reactions here. You know, if they do a watch party, I'll definitely join in, you know what I mean, and talk my shit with the best lisp. I don't either. I just popped up on my YouTube feed. Oh, okay. Yeah, but that's dope though. I'm definitely gonna be locked in because no cap, right? All right, so I was doing the Miss Marvel character guide, right? You know what I'm saying? I think Miss Marvel was a good character. Don't get it twisted. I was not trying to say that she was bad or anything. I think she's super strong in the game. I think if you're coming into Tokon, if you're coming into fighting games, you're gonna like Miss Marvel. She's a dope ass character. But what they did in the character guide, they had BP. They had Black Panther as the third assist, and they was showcasing it. So I was looking at the assist. I was like, oh shit, hold up. This third assist looked good, because I was trying to figure out if BP is gonna be on a team. BP gonna be on a team. But I was trying to figure out like, yo, where am I gonna put her? There's possibly I can put her, you know, as the main character you know, I wasn't going to put her as the projectile assist. The DP one, I think I saw that too, which looked pretty good, but I didn't know how the third assist looked. And I feel like in this game, the projectile and the third assist, the back assist, the special assist, whatever they call it, I forgot the name. I think that's going to be very, very important in your pressure situations in this game. You know, especially the third assist. You know, I'm like, if you like do your left rights or your up, you know, high lows and things like that. The beams, the projectile assist is definitely going to be good too. I think every you see, like when I was watching the exhibition, people had Iron Man as their beam assist, because Iron Man, his beam, it kind of leaves you in that block stun longer than just a regular, you know, projectile. Spider-Man is also a good, or did they change the Spider-Man one? Because Spider-Man in the beta, he had the 3 fireball, you know, and you just locked into that a little bit. And it was good to have Spider-Man as your projectile one, because when you did the air one, you know what I mean, it was like the Vegeta assist, you know what I mean? So those type of projectiles are going to be good, you know what I mean? So that type of mindset is going to play a big part into how your teams is going to form, you know what I mean? But in the betas, I was really liking Iron Man as, you know, the back assist, especially in the second beta. Iron Man, I didn't even play Iron Man in the second beta like that. In the first beta I did, but the second beta, I didn't even pick Iron Man like that. I just had him in the third assist. You know what I mean? And then if I did a knockdown, I'm back dashing, third assist, and then I could do, you know, left or right or whatever I want to do from there, because, you know, most people are going to be locked in or your timing. But when I saw BP's back assist, I was like, oh, this is a really, really good one too, because she lingers in the air and then she throws her little daggers on the floor. The only thing I was questioning about the BP assist in the third slot is like, does it track? If that shit tracks, yeah, I think I'll have BP. Matter of fact, the goal is, it doesn't matter where a member of the team, you know, lands, as long as those assists are good for what I want to do. That's the goal. But her third assist, it looks like it's going to be pretty good, is what I'm saying. Sorry, Miss Marvel. Sorry for the long speech. But anyways, plus Unblock, make sure y'all tune in. Evo watch party this weekend. And, you know, like tomorrow is going to have all of the hype announcements for like new Blaze Blue Central Fiction. I don't know if they did that announcement yet. It didn't pop on my feed, but Blaze Blue Central Fiction going to have a new character announced. I'm kind of like confused, because I'm like, who the fuck are they going to add in Blaze Blue Central Fiction? You pretty much had all Blaze Blue characters in that game. It has to be either a new character or it's like a, you know, like a crossover character. You know what I mean? Like a guest apparent character. You know what I mean? So that got me really interested as well. So at the end of the day, like I said, the watch party, I'll be there as well to check out some of the stuff. The assist will be the hardest part in the game once you start switching, because you have to keep up the slide there. Yeah, for sure. I think that's going to be the most difficult part. But the first couple of months you're going to get used to that stuff. But once you get used to that, I think that's where you're going to, you know, that's where your team is going to really come into play. Where anybody that you picked, no matter what slot they're in, you're comfortable as far as, oh, this is a good assist for this action. This is a good assist for wanting to do this. This is a good assist for doing a reversal to lock anybody if they want to jump out or something. You know what I mean? But, you know, we'll see. We'll see. I think that's going to make or break, you know, who people pick on their team. You know what I mean? Unless you're going for everybody want a 1v1 individual character. You don't give a fuck about the assist. But anyways, yo, let's start the show. Welcome. Long ass intro. JAYBARI show, episode 45. We got some things we got to talk about. And the first thing we're going to be talking about is them GTA6 pre-orders. The pre-orders are up. People are upset. People are excited. people are jumping into people's streams, showcasing that, you know, their disdain, their anger for Rockstar. But the only thing I really want to say is this, right? When it came to pre-ordering GTA 6 currently, or right now, I don't have the game pre-ordered right now due to, like, my excitement for GTA 6 is there, but it's not like how everyone's excitement is. It's not like off the roof. You know what I mean? I gotta pre-order this now. And I'm not shitting on anybody that has to do that or they want to do that. You know what I mean? If you're excited for that, go ahead and do what you got to do. You know, I have no issue with people, you know, showcasing their excitement to play video games. You know what I mean? Who would have thunk it? Yo, Ice Queen, what's good, Ice Queen? Appreciate you coming. I'm not sleeping well. This warm weather in the UK. Hey, enjoy that warm weather. You know, go outside real quick. Soak up some of that sun. You know what I mean? Go and put on that sundress. You know what I mean? Go and take a walk in the park with that sundress. You know, some of the boys be out there, Ice Queen. The boys be out there. All right? You know what I mean? Go enjoy that warm weather. But yeah, I didn't pre-order GTA 6 yet because I was like, for me to pre-order the game, I would love for them to pretty much showcase like some gameplay. You know what I mean? I need to see some gameplay off the game, and I need to see what are like the pro enhancements. Not saying that I won't pre-order, because I am going to pre-order the game. I will be playing the game, but those things I'll feel more comfortable once I have that information that I'll play. You know, I'll pre-order the game. But yo, there's a lot of people upset about what Rockstar is doing when it comes to the game. First and foremost, the game is $80. Okay, the game is $80 base price. $80. All right. So we already got a $10 price increase. I will say this, right? I know people are gonna disagree, but this is this is not even a disagreement fact. This is the first third-party game that is $80. So this game is really and truly, when it comes to mainstream, introducing $80 because it's a multi-platform type game. I know Nintendo is the first to quote unquote introduce the $80 price tag. And Microsoft wanted to follow suit, but they changed that quickly. But not technically, but Grand Theft Auto 6 is like the first multi-platform game to be like $80, right? And they have, let me go to PlayStation.com. They have a digital deluxe edition for the game. So the digital deluxe is $100. This is the price tag that a lot of people didn't have any issue with when it came to playing GTA 6. A lot of people was assuming the game was going to be $100 anyway. You know what I mean? All these things is going into the game, you know, the development time, you know, this is Rockstar, you know, and I remember before the game came out, even before the game was even like really showing the first trailer, people was like, yeah, they think the game was be $100 and they will happily pay $100 for the game. Until now you realize that the game costs $80 and $100. But the issue that people are having is that the $80 version of the game has this Ultimate Edition upgrade, right? Where they lock in certain things just to this $100 edition. Which, and my thing is like, you know, this is like something that they've been doing for a long time. You know, other developers or publishers been doing when it comes to their digital upgrades or their upgraded version of their games, where they're either a digital deluxe or ultimate edition. They will have certain things that they lock off from the base game that you can only get from your digital deluxe or your ultimate edition. You know, really and truly, I think PlayStation is probably the only or one of the only developers that if they do a digital deluxe, it's like a early unlock. You can always unlock it later in the game, but you get an early unlock. The stuff that God of War offered you, like the shield and all that stuff, is like an early unlock. Soros, matter of fact, I think Soros was locked only to a digital, right? Where you get those other skins. I don't know if you can unlock them on the base game for those games. But I'll say this, majority of the PlayStation games is like an early unlock. But majority of this industry, when it comes to these different editions of these games, this look pretty normal. You know what I mean? It looked pretty normal. Jemiah said, I don't need to see anything else until 19th. Okay, I got you. What do you think about GTA will be ported to Nintendo? Good luck. You know what I mean? Good luck. You know, if they could do it, they could do it, but good luck. Gameplay graphics downgrade? With who? With GTA? No, I don't think so. But yeah, look at all this shit the Ultimate Edition is offering. You know, the car skins, I guess. People was upset that what it was, there was like certain shops that they locked. Damn, it's a lot of shit. Damn. Oh, like the tattoo shop, Electric Fan Tattoo. Choose from over 50 signature tattoos for both Jason and Lucia, all designed by an artist collector, Faye, at the Stockyards most iconic ink bar. So, you know, like personally, I don't have an issue with them doing like an Ultimate Edition. I know that's frowned upon in gaming community, which, you know, quote unquote frowned upon in the gaming community. But at the end of the day, we all know what version people buying. You know what I mean? This one right here, because at the end of the day, you do get what's worth. If this is worth it for you, all these unlocks, all these access, you know what I mean? I don't think people will have too much of an issue, you know, getting this version of this game. My only real issue that I had with the whole GTA 6 pre-orders is like what they announced, that there's no true physical version of the game. So they're going to have like this placeholder, you know, box that has a digital code. A lot of people is saying that the reason why they're doing that is to avoid spoilers, you know, avoiding leaks and stuff like that from like the smaller retail stores that will, you know, that are willing to sell the game at a breaking street date for the game. You know what I mean? I think that is a reasonable like understanding. But it, like I said, this game right here is gonna open up that Pandora's box for other publishers, developers to do something like that. You know what I mean? Will they get away with it? Most likely not. But that's not gonna stop them from trying. You know what I mean? We got the $80 pricing. Put that in the box. No physical edition, which is pretty common when it comes to smaller games. You know, now we have a big title, the biggest game to come out in the year or to come out this generation. No physical edition. Put that in the box. You know, furthering the whole, you know, deluxe edition or ultimate edition unlocks, paying a much higher premium for other trinkets or other things. Put that in the box. Yeah, I think other bigger developers and stuff like that, they definitely gonna follow. My assumption, I was asking like which developer you think will get away with charge $80 or who you think would, charge $80. I personally think that on what's it called, Naughty Dog, they can probably get away with the $80 with Intergalactic. Obviously, we got to see more gameplay and stuff like that, but they'll probably get away. I don't think PlayStation is going to do $80 yet, though. But if there were a game to do so, I think they would do it. I think Call of Duty would do it. I don't think this Call of Duty, but next year Call of Duty probably would do it. But yeah, the box is there. The door is open. You know, Donkey Kong, Banana, what's good? Oh, Banana, what's good, man? You know what I mean? Yeah, like that's my biggest thing right there is that there was no gameplay shown yet for the game. Obviously, we saw some screenshots, which look crazy. Yo, the screenshots in this game looks crazy. We saw the second trailer where what's the name? Jason was walking around in game and all that, which looked pretty cool. The gun detail in this looks pretty cool. I think it's more about like the rapport that people have with Rockstar, where people is going to pre-order regardless, and I get that. It's no different with me. When Final Fantasy VII Revelation pre-order go up, I don't care what nobody say. I'm pre-ordering the game right away. You know what I mean? The good thing is that they led with gameplay when they revealed the game. You know what I mean? But look at this shit, bro. This junk look crazy, yo. This junk looking better than certain racing games that's out right now. Forza Horizon 6. You know what I mean? Look at this joint. The screenshots look better on the Rockstar page because the hair is a little cropped out. But look at this joint, bro. It even got my man's name on it, Jason Duvall, on the gun, JD. The little details like that is crazy. So yeah, I get why there's a lot of like people upset about what Rockstar is doing, but that's just the initial, anger. Because a lot of people that's upset, they just want to put that out there that they're upset. But eventually what they're going to do is they're going to buy and, pre-order the game or buy the game. You know what I mean? Most people that's out there, especially in this day and age that we live in, social media, YouTube, it's going to be very, very hard to avoid spoilers. And a big game like this that people have the desire to play, they're going to want to avoid that. So yeah, there's probably a lot of people that's upset. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm upset, blah, 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 blah. All that yapping about being upset, but what they gonna do? They gonna buy and pre-order the game. You know what I mean? You just yapped for 2 hours, 3 hours about the practices of Rockstar. That you're upset. And then, 2 weeks later, when you get your little check, you know what I mean? Because you know how people are when they get their paycheck. They feel good. It's like, yeah, I mean, I got $100 to burn. And they pre-order the game. Damn, bro, these screenshots look crazy. Shit, I look like I might pre-order the game right now, yo. Looking at these screenshots. Shit. Yo, and they got a lot of custom designs too for the main characters. This is Jason and this is Lucia. Look at the sneak. Oh man, yo. This game gonna hit, man. It's gonna be a movie. You know the vibes, man. It's gonna be a movie, man. Exactly the same with Wolverine. They got me from showing the gameplay. Yeah, you know what I mean? Most games, most developers, they have to earn that pre-order. You know what I mean? They got to show that gameplay. People got to be satisfied with that gameplay. This game is such like a phenomenon that, people would excuse the fact that no gameplay is really being shown yet because yeah, they hype to play the game. At the end of the day, whether you pre-ordered this past Thursday, you pre-order this weekend, you pre-order next month, you pre-ordered a day before the game came out, you still pre-ordered motherfucking game. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, yeah, even with me, I have a certain stance already But that's not going to change the fact that, you know, once I see what I need to see, once they display what they want to display, I'm pre-ordering the game. That's it. It is what it is. Yo, Lucci, what's good, man? But the crazy thing about this whole pre-order is that right before the pre-order began, or I think the same day of it, PlayStation put out this article. Grand Theft Auto 6 plays best on PlayStation 5. And oh boy, let me tell you, this statement right here, this statement right here has pissed a lot of people off. And a lot of people off. Plays best on PlayStation 5. How dare you? How dare you? Okay, I got my Xbox Series S. And for the price that I paid for my Series S, okay, it plays best to me. It plays best to me. Yo, you know when somebody mad when they start adding that to me? Shit. You know what I mean? They have a peer. Well, to me, this is what I think. I'm like, give a fuck what you think. Respectfully. Huh? To me, the Xbox is where it plays. Yo, I see all these Xbox dudes, man, making campaigns for Xbox. Motherfuckers is going back in time. Like, yo, the Xbox did launch at $4.99. You know, that's the best place to play this game. We are in 2026. You know, don't get it twisted. The main topic of this show is talking about this Xbox. Cause y'all about to get kicked in the shins. The audacity of that fucking company. Huh? Anyways, PlayStation doing their typical marketing here, where they're saying that SIE and Rockstar work together to deliver the best experience on a PlayStation 5, leveraging its innovative features. So what they're talking about mainly on here is that they're talking about the DualSense, you know, wireless controller, and how, you know, immersed you will be by playing this game. Rockstar, I guess Rockstar is going in like a first party studio would, and they're gonna deliver a proper DualSense experience when they play this game. The haptic feedback, the adaptive triggers, the speakers, all that good stuff is gonna be implemented in the game. So if you already played like PlayStation first party games, like a game like Soros, you know how the DualSense can go with that game. So I would expect a similar or more expansive experience when it comes to this game, because it's a little bit longer or it has more intricate details for the game. So depending on where you walk, if you're swimming, if you're on the sand, if you're on the grass, you feeling that, you know, like how, you know, remember Astrobot? At the end of the day, when you bought a PlayStation 5 and you boot up that Astrobot, that playroom, whatever they call the demo, and you was walking in the sand, you was walking in a puddle, you was walking on glass, and you felt every pitter patter. You know what I mean? That shit was impressive. That damn, like, this vibration actually feels different when I walk on this surface, this ground surface. You know what I mean? So imagine what they can do when it comes to a game like a GTA 6. I think it's gonna be crazy, you know. And then the audio, the Tempest 3D audio, you know, Tempest 3D, that's like a PlayStation thing. I know PlayStation had been upgrading like their audio stuff for this entire generation. So I'm not like an audiophile type of dude. I'm just gonna be very simple. I'm like, yeah, it sounds good. You know what I mean? Like I said, when I play Returnal, when I play Soros, when I play a PlayStation game, I hear the little stuff. You know, if I'm using like my headphones, or mainly when I use my headphones, I hear the little chirps, the little whatever in the background. It sounds good. That's all I can tell you. There might be somebody out here that could break this all down for you. I'm not even going to attempt to do that. And then the whole ultra high-speed SSD stuff. You know, we already know when games actually leverage and start using the SSD on a PlayStation, you know how seamless those experiences can be. Just loading into stuff from the main menu, just loading in general with the game. But yeah, I don't think this really affects like actual game design per se, but you know, it's just a cool thing to have that we're no longer just waiting around with the load screens. Yo, I saw, who was it? Hold on one second. I saw it was like one of these publications, right? They were like, there's a flaw with the Grand Theft Auto 6 loading fast because people are going to miss the load screens. You know what I mean? Like stuff, when I see stuff like that, I'm like, yo, bro, when the fuck did you start gaming? You know what I mean? We had to accept load screens. You know what I mean? The fact that your load screens were cool, you know what I mean? Dope. Yo, Wooly, what's good, man? You know what I mean? Like the whole Dragon Ball, remember the Dragon Ball fighting games? And you had the interactive load screens, you know, even like Grand Theft Auto games where they had the cool little, you know, load screens with the characters and the artwork and all that stuff. We just had to deal with that shit because of the technology at the time. Nobody was like, oh, I appreciate this. Nobody was like, oh, this is great. This is amazing. We just had to deal with it because that's the technology. The fact that we have technology now that can circumvent, that can skip all of that stuff. Nobody's gonna be like, man, I miss load screens. Who the fuck is? Let me find the article, bro. Cause I saw that. I was like, what the? This is a reach. Let me find this article, man. I was like, yo, this is where we at in games media. I was like, this is a reach and a half, man. I gotta find this shit. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. 1 second. I forgot which article. Was it GameStop? It might have been GameStop. Got them motherfuckers muted. Damn, I retweet a lot of shit, man. I gotta find it, y'all. 1 second. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. Oh yeah, this whole 50 million copies sold. I'm gonna talk about that a little bit too. I can't find it. I don't know where it's at. I retweet too much shit. Oh, here it is right here. Oh, it was GameStop. Look at this. Look at this right here, bro. GTA 6 has near instant loading times on PlayStation 5. And that's a bummer for some people. For who? People would rather load into the game fast as hell than sit down 2 minutes watching artwork go by as it loads you in the game. The fuck going on? Like, this is a reach and a half, bro. You know what I mean? The tweet that I put was, you know, this motherfucker reaching out at this egg or whatnot. I was like, this is a reach, bro. Ain't nobody saying that. Not in, matter of fact, I can't even say in what generation. Ain't nobody saying that bullshit. Yo, Viper, what's good, man? Even though I probably won't be playing GTA 6 day one, I still pre-order just because, yeah. You know what I mean? That's just where we at. You know what I mean? In the hype. Like Onimusha. I might not even play Onimusha day one. It's pre-ordered. It's pre-ordered. Let me get into this whole. Oh yeah, look. Encouraging people to buy a Series S is nasty word. GTA 6. That's what people are doing right now, bro. They are encouraging people like, yo, man, the Series S is the best. Is the best system because of the price tag where it's at to get to play GTA 6. Imagine telling somebody that in good faith, but like, yo, get you a Series S so you can play GTA 6 at a cheaper price. Nobody gives a fuck about that, bro. This is why we seen articles like this go out. Shout out to Kendra posting this. We seen articles like this go out. I don't think this is real. I saw people saying that they debunked this, but imagine 50 million copies sold, and then I'm seeing people post the whole 6-1. Oh, this is the tweet I wrote. When a GTA 6 fan catch you pre-ordering after criticizing and protesting the game. Yo, this is the new meme for 2026, yo. Shout out to Sophie Cunningham. You know what I mean? Well, yo, anybody you catch pre-order and they in your chats, you know what I mean? They in all this knick-knack, talking all this BS on your timeline, messaging you, oh my God, I'm disappointed that you pre-ordered. Shut up. The day you pre-order, the day somebody catch you online playing that game, that's what they're gonna do. That's what they're gonna do. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. Yeah, we should have some criticism here and there, but God, oh yeah, right here. GTA 6 pre-orders on PlayStation 5 outselling Xbox 6-1 as retailers warn console shortages. Man. Oh, so that's why probably Kendra asked that the other day, is there going to be a console shortage? But man, 6-1. If that is real, you imagine that? 6-1. Crazy work. Plays best on PlayStation 5. You know what I mean? Yo, back to this article though. I get what PlayStation is doing when it comes to the initial plays best on PlayStation 5. Because at the end of the day, majority of the people that play your game is going to be on a PlayStation 5, right? So yeah, you're going to have to, you know, you're going to have to talk about that platform. You're going to have to talk about the base PlayStation 5. You're going to have to cater to the base PlayStation 5 because that's where majority of the people are going to be playing. That's going to be majority of the experiences played for this game, especially on your own ecosystem. You know what I mean? The disappointing thing to me, and like I said, I do understand that they omitted the PlayStation 5 Pro because that's going to be such a smaller experience compared to the PlayStation 5 people. But I do feel like eventually you're going to have to talk about the Pro because yeah, there are people that went out there and they, you know, bought the Pro, whether 2 years ago, a year ago, whether it's going to be this summer. You know what I mean? People are going to buy the Pro. Is it going to be as much as the PlayStation 5? No, but people are going to buy the Pro. You got to start talking about the Pro. You know what I mean? It is $900. It ain't cheap. But when you put out a statement like that, best place to play, you know what I mean? Yeah, people are going to be like, okay, are you talking about, oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. There's no resolution talk here. There's no frame rate talk here. And I feel like even though you're talking about the base PlayStation 5, you still should incorporate that in this article. Okay, what's the resolution going to be? What's the frame rate that you're targeting? You know, especially on the PlayStation 5, what that's going to be. I think that would be a much more executed, a much better executed article if you incorporated that than just talking about the DualSense, the 3D audio, and the SSD, which is perfectly fine because yeah, that is the DualSense. I think is a big seller. It is how you implement it. It could be a big reason why people are playing it there, but for the enthusiasts, the people that love this stuff, they definitely going to want to hear about the resolution. They're going to definitely want to hear about the frames per second and all that. You know what I mean? And I feel like this article should have incorporated that information. But yeah, GTA 6 pre-orders went crazy. A lot of people have a lot of opinions. I'm going to share this last opinion before I move on, because this is from I Am Dante, and I thought this junk was funny as hell. And yeah, like most of what he's saying here is true. A lot of people is virtual signaling. A lot of people with their fake bullshit about what the game, you shouldn't do this because at the moment they didn't pre-order or they can't pre-order. So they have this stance currently or now on the game. You know what I mean? And like my thing that pisses me off when it comes to that is like, why don't those people that share the same thoughts about GTA 6 that want to protest and boycott the game and all that shit, why don't you join the people that have the same mindset as you? Why are you coming into streams where this dude right here, he was just showing the screenshots of the game. He's just showing the screenshots of the game, and people in this chat coming in is like, yo, man, locking $100 to lock content that's free in previous titles, blah, 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 blah. And the man is just like, yo, the screenshots look great. You know what I mean? Or showcasing his excitement for the game. And then you got to come in here with your Debbie Downer bullshit. Like some people, they just don't give a fuck. So here's I Am Dante and him roasting, I guess, somebody in this chat. And the person, you know what's funny? The person in this chat is donating to say their opinion. You know what I mean? Why don't you save your donation and put that towards the game you're going to pre-order anyway? But anyways, check this out.
It's actually different.
I'm sure the game is gonna be great. But the game is $100 with locked content that was free in previous titles. They also laid off with a bunch of their employees.
Bro, then don't buy the game.
They deserve to be scrutinized.
then don't buy the game. I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck. I'm playing the game when it comes out.
Oh, hold on. I'm blocking Dante. 1 second. 1 second.
When it drops, I'm playing it. I don't give a fuck. Bitch, I'm buying the highest price I can buy.
I'm not accusing you of being a bad person. I'm just saying Rockstar deserves.
And they always come in with this passive aggressive shit. I'm not accusing you of being a bad person. I'm just saying Rockstar deserve criticism. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck, bro. This is a game that people been waiting to play for years. They don't give two shits. And I can understand it because, like I said, let's say Final Fantasy VII Revelation was going to be $80 or $100. I don't give a fuck. You can be yapping in my ear, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that, blah, 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 this and that. I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, you don't buy my games. You don't pay my bills. You don't do nothing. You know what I mean? That's that somebody excitement. Yeah, you can have your stance. You can be like, yeah, that's crazy. But let people do what they do, man.
It's criticism and people shouldn't decried into oblivion.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
You see the passive aggressiveness? You're not a bad person, but you're talking about dick riding and all that shit.
This is the thing, though. I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't know how many ways I have to say this. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And you're LARPing like you give a fuck, bro.
Hey, what LARPing mean? I don't know the cool terms, y'all. What does LARPing mean? Anybody could let me know what LARPing mean? I don't know the cool terms like that. Let me know what LARPing mean in the chat.
If this is how you truly feel, when the game drops, do not watch anybody playing the game. Do not watch any reviews on YouTube. Do not watch any clips of anything about this game.
Which they all gonna do.
In any way or shape or form.
Which they gonna do anyway.
You niggas be fake advocates acting like you give a fuck about these niggas. Put money in their fucking bank accounts then. Put money in their fucking GoFundMes, bro.
For the longest.
Hey, yo, that's true as hell, bro. You know what I mean? A GoFundMe will go by, they would ignore that shit. Oh, live action. Oh, LARP. Okay, got you. Live action role playing. Okay, I get it. It's just her abbreviation. Gotcha.
typing
don't
shit.
Want to hear you MFS complain.
Y'all niggas go around
Go
saying
to
the same
Twitter with
shit
that
in
shit.
chats.
Shoot
But
even
don't
Twitter
come about
MFS coming at
your
people
your
hating on this
purse
game.
with money to support niggas that you swear you give a fuck about. Put money on this
Facts.
shit then.
Facts.
Niggas, I'm just spreading awareness. Fuck that bullshit, nigga. That's the same way when niggas lose their houses, I'ma pray for you, bitch. Fucking help him out. Fake ass nigga. I kill, but like coming here trying to get me to sway, get me to sway my opinion and shit like that for not being excited about the game. Like, I don't give a fuck. And you trying to,
yo, that's the thing too. Like, you can have your stance, cool. Like I said, why don't you share that with the people that have the same likeness like you? You know what I mean? That share the same opinion like you. They always want to go on the people that's excited for the game, or you know what I mean? Like that's to shoot down their excitement, and they want to call people names and all that bullshit. Like, share that with the people that you want to be, you know what I mean? Kicking Rockstar in the shins. You come into a person's chat that is showing off the screenshots, the excitement for the game. At the end of the day, anybody that's excited for this game right here, you're not swaying their opinions, bro. You're not gonna sway their opinion, no matter what you say, bro. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what they say. You know what I mean? And what they say about Nintendo games is an anomaly. This game is an anomaly. It doesn't matter what you say. If somebody excited for this joint, they're gonna buy the game. End of story. It's not gonna stop. You know, it's not gonna stop. I'm just keeping it a buck. Yo, Cobb Sandy, man, appreciate the $5 donation once again, man. Appreciate that, bro. Say, imagine telling people what to buy with their own money that they work hard for. That's slaving for. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying that you can't put people on or, you know, share criticism here and there, but it's a time and place for everything. You know what I mean? If somebody is like, yo, let me talk about this game where I'm just, you know, showcasing some cool stuff that I saw. You know what I mean? They're trying to just do excitement and stuff like that. You can either wait till they get to the criticism part or the things that they don't like. Get to that part to be like, hey man, yeah man, Rockstar kind of crazy for what they doing. You know what I mean? People was typing in the chat when a motherfucker is sharing the excitement, like, yo, look at this screenshot of Lucia, man. Look at this screenshot. Oh God, look at this dress. Oh, this game going crazy. And then you in the chat, yo man, I hate this game with a passion because I hate you motherfuckers for supporting this. You say that, you're gonna support the game anyway, you're gonna buy the game anyway, and you just killing the vibe of what the chat is at the moment of the time, or what the stream is at the moment of the time. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you're not swaying anybody's opinion if they're excited for this game, regardless of what your opinion is about this game. You're not. You're not. It's sad to say it's not. This game is not a Concord. Okay? Where people had their opinions before they played the game. Oh, this character looked like this. Don't buy the game. Don't buy the game. And people are like, you know what? I'm not going to buy the game because this person shared this opinion. It's not. This game is not that. You're not going to... The same actions that you try to do with other games is not going to work with this game. Let's let you know. That's just what it is. There's certain things that I do disagree with Rockstar. I do disagree with it. At the end of the day, guess what I'm going to still do? I'm still pre-ordering the game because I want to play the game. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to play the game. I want to enjoy the game. I want to see what it does. I want to see the tech. You know? Sorry. It is what it is. I'm sorry, bro. Easier Persona say, yo, dudes claim they love gaming so much, but telling dudes to not buy games, which hurt the studios more. Fuck out. Yeah, exactly, bro. You know what I mean? But like, the thing is, with this game Persona, it's just not going to work. That's the only thing. It's not going to work. Shout out to Kendra. Shout out to Teasy. You know what I mean? They'll put up their tweets and people coming on their tweets. Yo, why would you do that? Why would you pre-order? Oh my God, you're just a girl gaming. You just buy anything. Kendra don't give two shits. She don't give two shits. It's the same thing that the person that is happily waiting for Ocarina of Time remake. Nintendo could drop that shit for $80, $100. Matter of fact, even $100. People are not going to give us two shits. One of the greatest games of all time. They're not going to give two shits. I want to play the current version. Obviously, there's going to be people that's going to be upset. Obviously, there's going to be people that's going to be, you know, I'm not happy doing this, but they still going to buy the game. Remember that question that everybody be asking all the time? It's like, what's that one game that you will go above and beyond to like get or whatnot? Like it could cost like this amount of money and you will get it. People ask those questions all the time. There's always that set game where people's gonna be like, yo, it don't matter what it is. This is my favorite game. This is my favorite character. This is my favorite franchise. I'm just gonna get the game. I want to see what's next. You coming in somebody's chat with your gaming politics. Fight the power. Fight the power. Hey man, what it look like? It ain't gonna work. I'm sorry. It's not gonna work, bro. Listen to this bullshit, man. Yo, he's gonna go in more.
Double down on it makes me not give a fuck more, cause bitch, I'm the pettiest person to do this to. I will dead ass tell you to your face, I don't give a fuck. And I'm gonna play the game, and you're not gonna talk about it again because my nigga, you're gonna be playing the game too in secrecy, bro. Fuck out of here. Fuck you. And I guarantee when they was doing boycotts, like, we not shopping here, we not shopping there, we not drinking this.
Gonna buy the game.
Nigga, a week later went and did the same thing because you forgot about the fucking cause you was pushing. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Play the game or get the fuck out of here, bro. Fake ass niggas, bro.
It's just how I feel about it. We can agree to disagree.
You
don't need to know the
No. I want you to agree. I want you to agree to.
Yo, I hate that statement. We can just agree to disagree. No, motherfucker. I don't care about your opinion. There's no disagreeing from my end. You know what I'm saying? I don't give two shits. You know what I mean? You know how many people upset about Final Fantasy VII Remake? I don't give two shits. Final Fantasy is my favorite game of all. Final Fantasy VII is my favorite game of all time, and I love the remakes. Most of these people that have these opinions of the remake, they don't even know the story. I see some of the weirdest opinions on Final Fantasy. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You don't even know what the hell is going on. And you have this opinion. I definitely don't give two shits about your opinion. Ain't nothing stopping me. Let me tell you straight, there ain't nothing stopping me from pre-order and buying Final Fantasy VII Revelations Collector's Edition, Digital Deluxe Edition, and Physical Deluxe Edition. Nothing is gonna stop me. Nothing. Okay? That 1-2 opinions about nobody give two shits. We can agree to this. I hate when people be doing that, bro. They be doing that in these Twitter spaces as well. They be doing that in like YouTube debates. You have this strong ass opinion and going back and forth, but we can agree to this. I'm not agreeing or disagree with shit. This is my opinion. It is what it is. You can do the whole agreeing and disagree. I'm not doing that. You gonna hear my opinion regardless.
To know the
No. I want you to agree. I want you to agree to suck my dick.
It's just how I feel about it. We can agree.
Hey, look.
Did the same thing because you forgot about the fucking cause you was pushing. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Play the game or get the fuck out of here, bro. Fake ass niggas, bro.
It's just how I feel about it. We can agree to disagree.
You
don't need to know the
No. I want you to agree.
what-
I want you to agree to suck my dick. I hate niggas like you. I hate niggas like you with a passion. You are so fucking fake. Y'all niggas be so fucking fake.
I hate it too, bro.
Y'all be the fakest people ever, bro. Y'all be the fakest people ever. Swear y'all so nice and kind and give a fuck about the world, but y'all the shittiest people ever, bro. You don't give a fuck about these niggas.
Facts.
You haven't done bro. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. I love you, but you have some retarded ass takes. You're broke and you're a bitch. I don't give a fuck. I don't love you. I don't love you either, bro. And I don't have a take. I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, I never had a take. He came in here and said some shit, and I told you I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to look at fucking pictures of fucking GTA. And you niggas getting fucking political and shit.
You see what I'm saying? My man is just looking at the excitement, looking at pictures of GTA, and they coming in here with their propaganda about something that they're gonna be playing and buying anyway. The only difference is that they're gonna be buying it angrily, begrudgingly. Oh, I'm going to pre-order GTA 6 Ultimate Edition. Rawr, pre-order. But you getting upset. The person's like, oh, I'm going to pre-order GTA 6 Ultimate Edition. Yeah, let's go. That's what you getting upset about. That's how you look online. Because you pre-ordered. You know what? Press the button anyway. Pre-order. You coming at the people that's pre-order. You know what I'm saying? That's the only difference that's going on, bro. Really and truly, bro. That's the only difference that's going on. Like I say, it don't matter when you pre-ordering, bro. You can pre-order Thursday. You can pre-order this weekend, next month, 2 weeks before the game come out, the day before the game come out. You still buying the game. All that shit you saying. Not saying that you can't have an opinion, but there's a time and place for everything. Don't be going to people's shit. Look what the man is saying right here, bro. He's just like, yo, I'm just sharing screenshots of the game. And you coming in here with your BS. He said, yo, exactly, Bari. It's the same with the pro. All the talking about who's it for, it's just to still buy. I forgot it. Yeah, exactly. All to buy it. Oh, well, I'm a YouTube content creator. I got to let my audience know. Shut the fuck up. I'm doing a review on YouTube. Shut up. Meanwhile, you in a Discord or a chat room. Man, yo, this joint is fire.
Shut the fuck up.
That's exactly what I just said.
Y'all niggas come in here trying to say, yo, we're not doing, I don't give a fuck. That's it. And that's that. And it's gonna continue to be that. Get a job. Get a job and help the niggas. Go to fucking Asmongold or some shit. Talk about it to them.
Yo, yo, exactly what I'm saying, bro. These people are never gonna go in them chats. They wanna, somebody could be like, yo, hype stream GTA 6. They go in that chat. Just to put their Debbie Downer attitude in the chat. It's crazy, man. Like, people's social cues is just off. You know what I mean? So much social media, but people's social cues on how to talk to people or approach people is so off. You know what I mean? It's so off, bro. Like, people don't know how to do that shit. It's crazy. But yeah, the GTA 6, like I said, I have my own thoughts on it. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to go in people's, I'm not going to rain on people's excitement, you know, to pre-order the game. You know what I mean? If you're excited for the game and you want to play the game, hey, that's on you. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'll be there. I might not be there right away, but I'll be there. These are the games right here that I pre-ordered. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I'm gonna show what I pre-ordered and what Persona pre-ordered. Persona commented as well. Like I said, I could have easily got GTA, but I pre-ordered Final Fantasy, I pre-ordered Beast of Reincarnation, and I pre-ordered Avatar Legends and Grand Blue Fantasy Relink just this past week. This obviously I had to pre-order today. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean I'm not excited to play GTA, but I'm just like, all right, these games right here, I need to play these. And Final Fantasy, that's my favorite series. I need to play that. That looked good. Wolverine, we saw a state of play. That looks amazing. I need that. I want that. I got to have that. You know what I mean? I need that. I got to have that. Kingdom Hearts, there's nobody in here is gonna tell me anything about Kingdom Hearts. At the end of the day, I don't give two shits if it's games that I already have. I got Kingdom Hearts, the remixes from PlayStation 3. Still have them joints. The remix 1.5 and 2.5 on my PlayStation 3 physical. I bought the games again, the PlayStation 4 digital. Kingdom Hearts 3, I have physical and digital. I don't give two shits if it's the same games again in this collector's edition right here. It's one of my favorite franchises. I want to play the new version on PlayStation 5. I don't give a fuck what you have to say, personally. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. I'm not even trying to be rude. That's just what it is, bro. Respectfully, that's just what it is. I don't give a fuck. That's what it is. You know what I mean? Yo, AA Ron, what's up, man? The lock-in said content behind the pricier version didn't surprise me at the least. Yeah, it's not a new practice. Like I'm gonna show this real quick. I'm not saying that these stuff are great practices or whatnot, but I'm saying what GTA 6 is doing is not new. It is not new. There's only a few developers or publishers that really and truly don't lock content out of the pricier versions. Sony is one of them. The publisher and the studios that people give the most flack to. Look, a game like Wolverine, right? I'm gonna show Wolverine real quick. Wolverine, all this stuff right here is like early unlocks. You see? Wolverine, this is the deluxe edition for Wolverine, right? Here's the standard edition, the base game. Deluxe edition, 5 exclusive suit claws, technique points, the brown suit early unlock, reflective claw early unlock. Well, I guess they got 5 exclusive suits and 5 exclusive claws tied to the deluxe edition. But they also have early unlocks as well. We know that PlayStation games, they will have these early unlocks. Like I said, the God of War ones, God of War didn't unlock anything to the deluxe edition, but they had early unlocks for all of like the shields and whatever skins that they had in there. You know what I mean? So this is not like it's not like a new thing that's going on here. They have a higher tier version of the game. You expect more things to be in that version of the game. You know what I mean? Yeah, if you just want the base experience, then hey, go and do you. But if you want the grander, more big experience, yeah, you paying a little bit more. This is how these developers get you to pay more. You know what I mean? We already know $70, $60, whatever it is. It's not the price that they want to have these games at. We already know that. But this is not anything different. Let's look at Assassin's Creed. What you locking in here? Master Assassin's Pack. Naval Pack. You know what I'm saying? This junk costs more money than the base version. Let's look at Halo. Premium Edition. Foundry Armor pre-order pack. You got a whole pre-order pack. You got 5-day early access. You have a digital story and art collection and an alpha Halo armory pack in a premium edition. You know what I'm saying? What is GTA 6 doing differently than majority of these games right here? You're not doing nothing differently. A game that a lot of people love, Persona. A lot of people love the Persona games now. Persona games been doing it for a long time too. Skins, all that shit locked to a certain version of the game. You know what I mean? Look, heck, you have like early unlocks for Personas as well. You know what I mean? P3 Persona set 1 and 2 is tied to the higher version of the game. Persona 4 Revival went on pre-order. You ain't see nobody complain about none of this shit right here. Man, they got skins that's locked to the higher version of the game. Nobody said nothing. Not one nut of butter. Not one nut of butter. Huh? Like what? You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to it sounds like I'm justifying it, but this is just a common practice. Look, Fable. People loving Fable, right? People loving Fable. Premium content pack. Art book. Order the hero. You know what I'm saying? Like, Blackberry, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. At the end of the day, the funny part, like I said, at the end of the day, people complaining, but what they gonna do is that they gonna order that digital deluxe edition, whatever they want to call it. They gonna order it. They gonna order it, bruh. Majority of the time, too, is the digital deluxe edition that outsells the base version. Because people is looking at, okay, this incentive is pretty cool, I'll get it. You know, when we look at the best sellers on a lot of these games, you know, is mostly the digital deluxe version of the game. You know, with that being said, it could be the fact that, yeah, the digital deluxe edition of the game costs more, but there are known instances of the game where we see the digital deluxe edition like 4 or 5 steps ahead of what the base. Look, I'll show you right here. Wolverine is currently at number 4 on pre-orders best selling. Its Wolverine digital version, digital deluxe, is number 4. Wolverine base version is down here. I'm guessing this is 8. Halo is the one example where the base version is higher than the premium version. You know what I mean? But majority of the time, look at Call of Duty. Call of Duty Vault Edition is higher than the base version. Majority of the time, people are going to get the higher paying version. They're going to get that version than the base version. Look at Persona. Persona 4 premium edition, digital premium edition is way higher than just the regular version of Persona 4. Look where we got to scroll for Persona 4. Look at this. Where is it at? Did I miss it? Look at this. I had to go down 3 pages just to get the other version of Persona 4. The digital deluxe. The digital deluxe. Nah. Right up there. The first page. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, nobody was complaining about Persona 4. GTA though, oh, we can make content off of this? Oh, if I have this strong ass opinion that I know I'm going to pre-order the game anyway, but if I complain, I can make some good money off of this. The money that I do, the money I get from complaining about GTA 6 is going towards my GTA 6 Ultimate Edition. Y'all already know the vibes, man. Y'all already know the vibes. Do I need to say any more? I don't think so. Oh, I ain't even show Persona joint. Like I said, I was going to show Persona. Look, Persona got different pre-orders than me. GTA 6 is up there. Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts. I already know I'm not going to be like, your Persona, man. You playing Kingdom Hearts right now. Why would you rebuy Kingdom Hearts 3? You know what Persona going to tell me? Yo, bar you, my bro. But I don't give a fuck. That's what he going to tell me. Word for word. I don't give a fuck. I don't give 2 shits. I want to play the PlayStation 5 version. And all I got to do is like, hey, I respect it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody going to give 2 shits, bro. Yo, Kyle Sandy, man, appreciate the $10 donation, man. Thank you, man. It's the Android user, or you could be donating from the browser. He said, I don't have Twitter, but follow different gaming podcasts. and they was talking about people saying that they will pay more than $100 for GTA. What happened now? Yeah, a lot of people were saying that stuff. I know for a fact when it came to GTA, they was like, "Yo, I'll pay more than $100. I'll pay $100 for GTA. I'll do this." Even mainstream big podcasters were saying that they could get away with $100. What you think is going to happen now? Yeah, you've been saying that for 2 years now. And the fact that they have an $80 and $100 version, now you want to be shocked. Shit crazy, bro. This junk crazy. What Mighty Keith say? Well, that's just crazy. You know what I mean? Where is the Bungie news? Oh, here we go. Steven Totello. Let's get into some Bungie real quick. I'm not going to be super long in this because we already spoke about this last week. We already spoke about this last week on JAYBARI show. But now we get the official information of how many people got laid off. And I think Herman Hulse had like a statement as well on here. So Steven Totello said 292 people laid off from Bungie in the state of Washington. Okay. Where the studio is based, effective July 9th. Man. So yeah, 292 people got laid off. Let me find the actual statement with Bungie, because it was Herman Hulse stating something about it was the Destiny team got laid off. Oh, here we go. This is just rough, man. You know, at the end of the day, before I even say an opinion, it sucks to see people, you know, losing so many jobs like that within this industry, that these people boast all the time of being record-breaking numbers here, milestones here, but then 2 months after these things happen, these announcements happen, we have these big, you know, layoffs or studio closures. It sucks, man. And hopefully anybody that did get laid off, you do find something, whether it's in gaming or whatnot, you know, so you can pay your bills and enjoy life. You know what I mean? But they said the update from PlayStation Studios, their team. Today, I want to share a difficult update regarding Bungie. We've made a decision to reduce Bungie's workforce, affecting a significant number of employees, which we're saying here is 292, including most of the team, the Destiny team, and some of the Marathon team members. There are also reductions across SIE teams that support Bungie's operations. So damn. So there's support studios that supported Bungie's games or was helping Bungie's games. They got laid off as well. Those impact at Bungie and within SIE are being informed today. Damn. Yeah. Cold-blooded, man. Yo, listen. With Herman Hulse, there are more articles like this going out. Like year by year, there's more of this happening. From 2004 to on, this is becoming a little bit too common. That every single time there's a layoff, you got to be like, this is painful news, especially for the talented colleagues with the roles have been eliminated. The decision was made after extensive discussion and careful consideration. And I wanted to provide some context on how we arrived here. The past several months, together with Bungie leadership, we reviewed the studio's long-term direction, development priorities, and resource needs. The role within the broader portfolio strategy, we explored multiple alternatives before concluding to the reduction was necessary to align the studio's resources with its current priorities and long-term goals. As Bungie recently shared its news of Destiny 2 update, the studio has begun a new journey following the release of its game's final live service content update. What Bungie has accomplished with Destiny over the past decade has truly been remarkable. The franchise has left a lasting mark on players in the industry, and everyone who contributed to the success should be proud of what they helped create. Like, you're trying to butter it up, but it sucks. You know what I'm saying? It's as somebody that has been in these conversations, has been, you know, seeing these write-ups happen, you know, with people that are getting let go, that has let somebody go in what, 2 years ago. It sucks. And, you know, you try to butter it up in your statement when you write it out to HR and all that stuff. It sucks, but it's cold-blooded, man. It's cold-blooded, bruh. Marathon remains an important part of our portfolio. We continue to support the team as they build a strong foundation established in Season 1 and Season 2. And as they work on incubation efforts for future projects. While it's too early to discuss, we are encouraged by the creativity and opportunities that lie ahead. Our immediate priority is supporting affected employees through this transitions. We're providing, so this is them talking about the transition, providing transition support, and where it's possible, working to identify opportunities across SIE and our global network studios. Well, how many people are you going to do that for? You know what I mean? The number is going to be very, very light. It's going to be very, very small that you're doing that for. But I don't even want to read it anymore, but I'm just saying, like, this is becoming too common, you know? And yeah, I do feel as much PlayStation definitely has a lot of hits when it comes to live service. You know, people don't want to, accredit them when it comes to the MLB The Shows, when it comes to the Grand Theft Autos, the Gran Turismos, the Hell Divers, you know what I mean? But the lows have been so substantial, so significant, that it's just like it overshadows a lot of like the highs when it comes to the live service push. And then now we have like this overall bad connotation when it comes to live service and PlayStation 1 to push that stuff. You know what I mean? Because of news like this is happening. People losing their jobs. Now this is going to be, adding to another game probably have to be delayed because so much people are gone. Whatever future projects that Bungie is going to be doing, obviously that's going to be lengthened now. And how frequent are we going to see marathon updates now? That, well, I mean, they said they let go of the Destiny people, but some of the marathon people too, they let go. You know what I mean? So those things have to be put into consideration. It's like, okay, you're doing season 1, you're doing season 2, but how frequent are the updates going to be? Can these updates compete with the other live service games? Are you competing with Marvel Rivals? I know it's not the same genre, but at the end of the day, it is a live service game that constantly put out content to keep people engaged. Now that you lost so much people within the studio, are you going to constantly keep people engaged? Is the content coming more sparsely now? Like, you know what I mean? Things like that you got to question, you know? But, yeah, it sucks, man. It sucks to see that so many people have lost their jobs, but from one thing I'll say this when it comes to live service and PlayStation, as we move on to the next news. So let me set this up. Hideki Nishino, they're going to continue their live service push here. One thing I have to say, and my biggest criticism, I have like 3 big criticisms when it comes to PlayStation live service, right? their player feedback has to be better. It has to be executed much, much better. I feel like the times that they've been doing betas and the time the game release, you're not getting enough feedback for your game. You know, you can't just put out these live service games and just think like, oh, we're PlayStation, everybody's just gonna, you know, come aboard and play us like that. You did have the Helldivers, but Helldivers already have submitted or had a cemented, you know, player base. It's just people that love Helldivers 1. A lot of people got added to that because of, you know, Helldivers 2. But regardless, if a lot of people didn't get added onto that, you still have that player base that love Helldivers 1 that would have played that game anyway. You know, you're bringing in a lot of these newer titles into the forefront, and you're not getting enough feedback from players. You're not getting enough feedback from data because your betas are 2 weeks before the game release. You know what I mean? Like, they did learn a little bit from Marathon, but Marathon, I just feel like, in my personal opinion, was just a genre or a type of game that I'm not really too interested in. But when Marathon, even though you learned from Marathon, you did delay it, you still had to get that player feedback. I mean, I'm talking about a large player feedback super early, you know? With Horizon, Hunter's Gathering, I like what they're doing. I don't know when that game is coming out. It's possible that game could come out this year or like mid next year. But even though I like that they're having these playtests early, you have to open up the conversation. You can't just tie it into the Discord and think that's just fine. You got to have people creating content, people having, you know, their likes and their dislikes being presented, you know, out there. You know what I mean? Not just tied to a Discord. If people play that game, they should be able to put out their opinions, and you should be able to gather that feedback and see what you can do about that right from the start. You're going to have people that's going to hate the game regardless, but that's your job to cycle through and filter all the feedback that you find or deem important to make a better suited game for your audience. You know what I mean? It's saying here, PlayStation will continue to push live service games despite evident challenges while teasing a PlayStation 6 handheld. So this was coming from the Famitsu article or interview with Nishino. So the statement is saying is, we believe that live service games are content that attracts users on a global level. So we continue to revitalize the market through its first-party and third-party content, Hideki Nishino said in a new interview with Famitsu celebrating the magazine's 40th anniversary. We are not only focusing on promoting new releases, but also considering what we can do with older titles in the medium to long term. Also, this year we're planning to release our own live service title, Marvel Token on Finding Souls, and we hope everyone will enjoy that. For the people, so there's somebody that was on Twitter when I said that PlayStation should do live service games, and yeah, there's certain live service games that's coming out right now. Marvel Token is coming out. Somebody was like, fighting games is not live service. Like, listen, I don't understand these people, man. Like, I don't get the point that you can say that fighting games are not live service. Season pass, constant updates going along with feedback for the game, whether it's nerfing or buffing certain characters, is a constant evolving game. A fighting game that came out in 2023 is not the same fighting game that is now currently out right now in 2026. Example, Street Fighter 6. Example, games like Tekken 8. Constantly evolving the game when you're taking in feedback from your audience on certain things, adding new characters to the game. How the fuck is fighting games not live service? It don't make no sense. But at the end of the day, I do believe that PlayStation should continue their live service push. Not to the extent where they have to do 12 live service fucking games like how Jim Ryan initially had it. But yeah, live service is definitely an important factor in your revenue or profits when it comes to owning a platform. You're a platform holder. You're a platform owner. You're going to want to have one of these games. You're going to have one of these games. And if they pop off, that's so much stress or pressure taken off of you, where you have to rely so much on people that's not your in-party studios to create something. If you can have your first-party studio do something like that and it's popping off and it's doing good, great. But that's the risk. Live service is very, very risky. You know, it's very, very risky. It's very, very trendy that a game could be popping 1 week and then an update comes and the player base just dies off. But if you continue to do the live service, you're going to have to learn to take those feedbacks. You know, you have to learn to take those criticisms from people and not just quit right away. I don't give a damn if how Concord was received when it first launched. If you're going into live service push and you're dropping games 2 weeks into the market, how do you think people are going to feel when you're doing other games in live service? They're not going to trust you regardless of what you do. 2 weeks is crazy. Regardless on how you feel about Concord. You love it, you hate it. The characters, 2 weeks is crazy to me. But if you want to continue into this market of live service games, you can't do shit like that. You can't promote your games how you've been promoting your games. How you did Marvel Tokon really and truly is the perfect example on how PlayStation should be doing all their live service games. We played a beta a year ago, 6 months ago, 8 months ago, whatever it was. 2 betas they had within 2025. The game is a complete different game now than what we played in 2025 last year, because of the feedback that people had after playing the game. And you had enough time to be like, oh, I can make these changes. Now people are playing Marvel Tokon in Evo or whatever event, Capcom, well, not Capcom Cup, but Combo Breaker or whatever event that is there. And they're talking about, you know, how the changes are within the game and it's for the better now. You know? But you gave the game enough time to get that feedback, to respond to the feedback, and then execute the feedback, and then go from your merry way from there. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you should be doing. That should be your approach to live service games. I also said I feel like as much I like them incorporating or introducing new games to people. You know what I mean? A Concord was a new title, new IP, but at the end of the day, you do have rich history here. There's no way every single live service game should be coming out, or this new, push for it, and you're just doing all these new games that people can't like hold on to. Like, oh damn, this is a game I grew up playing. Oh, it's a multiplayer version to it. Another criticism I have when it comes to PlayStation and live service is that, yeah, you can't forget that PlayStation essence. The fact that you are now doing live service, the requirements, the standards are changing. Somebody like Blizzard can do Overwatch and not do a campaign at all. They could get away with no campaign, just the characters. If you want to learn about the characters, you got to go to a third-party source. They could get away with that. PlayStation, you can't get away with that. The standards is much different. It's much higher. You have to incorporate what you're known for and add it to these live service games. So the fact that Concord Marathon launched with no campaign, something that you're known to have or known to be great at, the single player aspect, is crazy. Will it take more work? Sure. But You have to have that PlayStation essence, that PlayStation fragrance within the games. So people can feel more inclined to be like, oh, okay, this character, I like this character because in the campaign, this character did some cool shit. Or funny moments or blah, 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 whatever the reason. You know what I mean? Going back to fighting games. Fighting games, the story, I think in the story, the world, the lore is pretty important, but majority of the people play fighting games. They're playing fighting games for the actual, you know, fighting against other people. Casual, rank, lobbies, playing with friends, whatever. But they still have story there. Yo, Foxen, what's good, man? Yo, Guat Man, what's good, man? Appreciate y'all coming through. Yo, NG, what's good, man? Yo, Sam Mash, what's up? Vid Kid, what's good, bro? The story is still there where you can play the story to your heart's content whenever you want to play it. You know what I mean? Whether that's important to you. That option is still there. You as PlayStation going into live service shouldn't be launching no live service game, in my opinion, without a campaign. Whether that shit 6 hours, 8 hours, I don't give a damn. You should have a campaign tied to it because that's what people come to you for. It's for your story content, your narrative-driven content. You know what I mean? But I also said when it comes to this live service push, if they continue to do that, yeah, bring back the older titles. You know, let's see what Resistance can do. Let's see what a Killzone can do. Let's see what a SOCOM can do. You know, if we're going to do a Bloodborne remaster or remake, let's up the stakes and let's reinvent the online portion of the game. You know? At the end of the day, I think really and truly, I get why a lot of PlayStation fans despise the live service push. Because, yeah, PlayStation lost a lot of money. Games are getting delayed. Studios are being closed. So I get it. But at the end of the day, I think it's crazy to think that PlayStation should have continued to have some live service push within their first party studios. Obviously, we know third party is going to do it as well because they're always going to have good partnerships with third party to push out multiplayer games. Helldivers, Marvel Tokon. But at the end of the day, you don't think they would love to have a first party game pop off? Like Fair Games or whatever the game is called now, Break In. There's no way, regardless of what you're doing with that game, there's no way that game should have been announced. And to this day, we don't know nothing about it. No beta tests, no alpha tests, no whatever. You know, there's no way. Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? Pure craziness. But at the end of the day, I do think PlayStation should continue. Not crazy amounts of live service game. But if you have like 2, I think that's good. I think that's good. And I hope that people will try these live service games more, because from what I'm gathering when it comes to live service on PlayStation, it don't matter what it is. Gameplay could be great, whatever it is. People don't give a fuck. They're just gonna pack it up. But that mentality, in my opinion, is gonna further extend what you hate about live service. The fact that you're gonna be waiting for these games. They're not being supported. No matter what it is, you're still gonna wait for your games, your single player games. If a live service game will pop and do well, you know, that's just more money to play around with, to develop or hire more people to get your games that you want faster. That's how I look at it. Obviously, the game has to be good. It has to be engaging, but there's certain things that should not be absent. And as a PlayStation first party, third party, exclusive, whatever you want to tie it as, a campaign or offline content should not be absent in any live service game. Any live service game. In my personal opinion. You know what I mean? Yo, Chaos said, if PlayStation wants PC guys to eat their words and buy a PlayStation 5 Pro, make Bloodborne remake. Listen, make that Bloodborne ASAP. I need that. I haven't played Bloodborne in years. Like I said, I was playing Bloodborne, helping my my best friend catch up to me in a Chalice dungeon. But he passed away. And I haven't touched that game since he passed away. You know what I mean? But I would say that if they was to do a remake and if they was to do like a high performance, you know, frame rate and all that, I would definitely jump back into Bloodborne. Because if you was here, Bloodborne, I was doing a lot of content on Bloodborne. A lot of videos on Bloodborne. You know what I mean? In that 30 frames. In that 20 frames. Yo, Baltimore, what's good, man? No cap, but MLB The Show mobile is really good. I've been playing it during downtime at work. If there's not enough time to use it on my portal. Yeah, I remember seeing the MLB, the mobile stuff. Yeah, you know, mobile is another, you know, avenue that they're going to want to attack as well. Is it risky? Absolutely, 100%. But you gotta try to do something. You gotta try and do something. You know what I mean? But we are here. We are here because we gonna talk about some Xbox. We gonna talk about some Xbox, okay? Another effing price increase for the Xbox. And they did it on the days upon days on the GTA 6 pre-order day. Nasty work. Nasty work what they doing over there at Xbox. I get it. The market that we're in, the circumstances that we are in when it comes to the RAM shortages and all that stuff, yeah, we're going to see these price increases. But you got to be you got to show some tact. You got to at least have a strategy on how you're doing things. I'm pretty sure this is not a good strategy to announce that you're having a price increase of over $100 for some of your console editions on the day that GTA 6 is going up for pre-order. Absolute pure craziness. So Xbox is getting a price increase starting in August, where the Xbox Series S 512 gigabytes that was $399 for an Xbox is now $499. Hold on, let me hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Damn, look at them prices. Goddamn. You about to be $100 cheaper than a digital PlayStation 5. This weak ass 512 gigabyte Xbox. $100 cheaper. Pure craziness. Then we have the Series S, 1 terabyte, the same price as a digital 1 terabyte PlayStation 5. Oh no, 825 gigabytes. My bad. PlayStation 5. Wait, but they got a 1 terabyte PlayStation 5 for $499. I'm confused by that. Is this like an older version of PlayStation? Or it's an exclusive? Exclusive. The fuck going on here? So the refurbished ones are $100 cheaper. I get that, but how this one have 1 terabyte, but this one don't? PlayStation, get on that. Then you have a Series X that was $650. $650. That is $800. 1 terabyte. $800. So $100 cheaper than a PlayStation 5 Pro. That is 2 terabytes. This is on GTA6 Day. And then you have the digital version, which is from $600 to now $750. This is just a horrible look, no matter how you want to dice it up, how you want to spin it. This is just a horrible, horrible look for Xbox. Like it leaves me to question now. It's like, do Asha or any one of them even care about the Xbox? The fact that you had the audacity to fix your finger and type up this bow on GTA 6 pre-order day, where most people not even gonna buy your console to play this game. You have the audacity to increase. I get it. The price increase is gonna come, but you couldn't wait till after GTA 6 day. You know what I mean? The price increases for Xbox have been happening more frequently too. Didn't they increase the price twice in 2025? and the funny part about it, Persona is 100% correct, is that people will be like, they see the price increase and then they'll quickly switch over to PlayStation 5. Well, PlayStation 5 is going to get one too. Bro, we already went through the price increase of the PlayStation 5 in April. That's why you have the Sakana numbers where PlayStation's at an all-time low. From April, May, their numbers have been down because of their price increase. Stop trying to flip the script. You talking about PlayStation isn't going to make this look any better. Because at these prices right here, people weren't even buying the Xbox. So what do you think is going to happen when these prices go into play? Huh? It's pure craziness, man. Yo, at the Xbox blog, they had up where you could do a buy and play later. Where is that at? Where is that at? Oh, here we go. After all of this, is like, hey, don't worry. You can buy and pay later. So they're saying today we're sharing programs to make Xbox consoles more accessible. We made it easy for players to use Best Buy I'm about to say Best Buy. For players to use buy now, pay later options on eligible Xbox hardware purchases through Microsoft stores, making it possible to break your payment into predictable short-term interest-free installments. No interest on there. 0 APR. Financing for up to 12 months. I saw it. They showed something on Amazon. Amazon got a pay later thing, right? Through Amazon like credit. Oh, I think they have what's the one that's not Klarna? They have another one in there too. A Firm. They got a Firm in there. PlayStation, they got Klarna on here. So you can see they got Klarna on here. Hey yo, what's crazy that people about to go in debt buying up an Xbox and a PlayStation. Yeah, shit crazy, yo. At the end of the day, we understand why these price hikes are happening, but I feel like the strategy Xbox have is just like, yo, we just gotta do what we gotta do. You know what I mean? And on this day as well, they also announced that Doom the Dark Ages is getting an upgrade for PSSR. So not only are you updating the price for your lackluster console already that people don't want to buy, that people don't want to buy games on, people are not purchasing the console. And PlayStation lowest, I didn't talk about the MPDs, but I have it up here. Before I even get into the sales stuff, on PlayStation lowest month, it said hardware. PlayStation hardware units sell to their lowest May total since May 2020. Not 2020, 2000. While the Xbox hardware unit sales are the lowest ever recorded in the month of May. Even at PlayStation's lowest, you're still coming in last place. So that tells you that people are even buying. This is when the PlayStation price hike happened. This is when Xbox prices was a cheaper joint. Was the $399, the $450, the $650, the $600. People wasn't buying your joint then. What do you think people are gonna buy your joint now with this price increase? It's unfortunate. It's the world that we live in. But there gotta be some type of strategy going on here, like as far as when you want to announce these joints. You know what I mean? Pure craziness, man. Like in my opinion, it's a harsh opinion, but Xbox at these prices, you're going to see more of this for Xbox, the lowest ever recorded. You know what I mean? And what sucks about that they have these price increases, that y'all motherfuckers over there don't even buy your games. You don't want to buy your games. The same people out here flaunting Microsoft money. They got the Daddy Warbucks chess money. You know what I mean? They got this unlimited bank, like they Uncle Scrooge out here diving in gold coins. where are those people at? Why they couldn't avoid this if they have unlimited money? Because the shit y'all been saying don't make no goddamn sense. You never been right about anything Xbox. I'm surprised y'all are even still Xbox gamers though. Yeah, these people out here in this gaming community, they're never right about anything pertaining to Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, game sales, gaming news. They never right about nothing. And they're still willing just to just go out there and put their thoughts out like, yo, this is how I feel. 2 weeks later, wrong. The Xbox price increase have hurt the Xbox gamers so bad that they are going on this marketing promotion run for the Xbox consoles, where people are now telling you that Xbox is a better deal. We had one guy a week ago. Where this dude at? This dude right here. The Gaming Prophet, NYC. Sucks to be from NYC putting out this jargon. This is legit a week ago. Matter of fact, it was in the same week, the 21st. Xbox Series consoles, $650. Pro $950. I don't know where they get $950 from. But regardless, both will run GTA 6 at 30 frames due to having the exact same Zen 2 CPU running the same clock speeds. Okay, so where will you be playing GTA 6? Comment below. Bullshit and lies. CPU is the same, but obviously we know the Pro can take advantage and with the GPU off of the workload off the CPU. But the problem of these comparisons, even the price increase is even crazier now, right? The issue with these comparisons here is that they're comparing a 1 terabyte. Oh yeah, Xbox, they got rid of the 2 terabyte, by the way, because if there was a 2 terabyte, the 2 terabyte would have probably been more than the Pro. It would have been what, 950, almost 1,000, right? They're comparing 1 terabyte Xbox Series X to a 2 terabyte Pro. That stomps on the console just hardware wise, but storage does take a part in the conversation. There's a reason why the Pro is $900. It's not just because of the hardware, that the GPU, better GPU, the whatever they're using for the Pro, is because also it has a 2 terabyte storage in there. As we can see, when it comes to the Steam machine, a 2 terabyte Steam machine is almost $1,400. So that takes into play the fact that you're getting a 2 terabyte Pro for under 1,000, and you're trying to sell people on a Xbox by claiming the game is going to be 30 frames per second. That is a wish that a lot of people out here trying, because they're trying to say, oh, if you're going to play 30 frames a second, you might as well get the cheaper box. Xbox said, hold my beer. Xbox said, hold my beer, son. Your tweet sounded good a week ago, but hold my beer. You're only $100 cheaper. You're only $100 cheaper than the Pro. Hold my beer, my son. But what I'm going to show y'all is these dudes out here. They are trying to sell up this Xbox, yo. And just look at some of these tweets. Yeah, y'all don't believe me? Look at some of these tweets. This dude name is the legendary Xbot. These are the people that have the audacity to come up on your tweets and say that you're the fanboy. The broad name is Legendary Xbot. Now, why on God's green earth would somebody buy a $900 digital PlayStation 5 Pro when you can buy a $600 digital Xbox Series X 750 to play GTA 6 with these exclusive Xbox enhancements? Make it make sense. Xbox utilized exclusive system-level features to deliver a smoother, visual, superior gaming experience for titles like GTA 6 that PlayStation 5 doesn't offer. The hardware accelerated advantages eliminate screen tearing, enhance color vibrancy, and maintain stability during performance-heavy sequences. Coming from another fanboy, I'm going to show you the fanboy this is citing from. These dudes are trying to say that the PlayStation 5 Pro is not hardware accelerated, even though Rockstar and PlayStation is working hand in hand to make the PlayStation 5 the best experience to play the game. enhance color vibrancy, maintain stable performance during heavy sequences. Like, the shit is crazy. Here we go. The dude's name is Frog whatever, right? This is where the video is sourcing from. This dude right here. The AI is sourcing from. And this is coming from PlayStation putting out that, you know, GTA 6 would be the best place to play the game. I still believe Xbox Series X is still worth $800. It is truly sad to see so many of my fellow gamers continue to devalue our hobby for personal gain, knowing full well the amount of entertainment value you would get from this generation of hardware is insane. For $800. Yeah, you said how is Smooth taking it? Oh, Smooth is taking it hard, but Smooth is out here on his campaign as well, trying to sell Xbox to people. Smooth can't even sell the Xbox to himself. He on PC. But you out here clickling clacking on Twitter trying to sell people on a Series S or X for $800. Majority of these dudes have migrated over to PC. But they're trying to tell y'all because PlayStation put out their marketing. Rockstar put out their marketing. The best place to play the game is on PlayStation. They're trying to get up on one on PlayStation on Rockstar. Another one. Jason Stockwell. He said Linus is completely out of touch. PlayStation 5 will be a graveyard soon. With no access to the vast majority of the games out there, while the Steam machine, oh, this dude is selling the Steam machine, while the Steam machine will be able to run the latest indies for decades. Buy a game on PlayStation, rebuy on PlayStation 6, or play your entire existing library, your Steam library, existing Steam library. Because Linus was telling people the PlayStation 5 offers a better value than the Steam machine for the price. These dudes are making up false information, basically saying that on PlayStation 5 you won't be able to play you're on the PlayStation 6 you won't be able to play your PlayStation 5 games, and then he's saying here the latest indies for decades. I've never seen somebody try to sell somebody on these consoles that is very, very pricey on indie games. But here we got a PC fanboy clearly that is trying to sell people on $1,050 Steam machine. That's the base price on indie games. You can't make this shit up, man. You can't make this shit up, yo. Let me show y'all another one real quick. we gotta shout out to this dude right here. His name is Sony Prophet. Xbox gamers, you know what I mean? Listen, I don't necessarily disagree with this, but I remember when the Pro came out, a lot of people was against, oh, you have to do extra shit to buy a console. Look what Xbox gamers is telling other people to buy a Series S for, or an X.
You own an Xbox, Series S, X, Xbox One X, whatever you own. You could pay that, right? This summer by going out and cutting grass.
Oh, hey man, listen, y'all, PlayStation Nation. Listen, y'all want to play GTA 6 or the best place You know, go and cut some grass. Go and cut you some grass, man. You can get you a Series X. A Series S, man. It's affordable. Go and cut you some grass, man. You know what I mean? Hey, look, you gotta do what you gotta do out here, bro. You know what I mean? Where was this mentality when the Pro came out?
It's whatever you own. You could pay that, right? This summer by going out and cutting grass. You dig what I'm saying? Get your hustle on.
Get your hustle on, yeah. Get your hustle on. Get your hustle on, yeah. Get your hustle on. Get your hustle on, yeah. Get your hustle on. These are the base consoles, bro. You gotta get your hustle on for the base console. Not for a pro version, for a base console. This is what them price hikes is doing and what GTA is doing to these bots, man.
Hustle on. You can go out and cut grass. All right? Depending on what you charge for cutting grass, whatever the yard is, you know, $30.
$30? You seen some of these people's lawns? $30? That's what y'all charging Xbox gamers? Y'all charging $30 to cut people weeds? The fuck? So you can buy an S? So you can buy an X? The hell going on?
$5. You can have that at the end of the month.
Yo, Dre said, "Oh man, I dropped my food when I heard you can cut some grass."
$120 to pay for a fucking year. So what's the big deal?
What he said?
$120 to pay for a fucking year. So what's the big deal? Get your gaming hustle on. If you don't have the bread to do it, find ways to do it. Sell old stuff you don't like anymore in your house.
Hey.
Old games or whatever.
Yeah.
You have mom and pop stores that take stuff in for trade, cash or trade.
Yeah.
Stereo equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Blu-ray
Stereo.
DVDs, 4K HD DVDs, Blu-rays. Trade it in.
Yeah.
Get that $120 worth.
Get that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that 100. Why is he so stuck on the 120? That's the price increase?
If you thought that this wasn't going to ever go up,
If I thunk it.
you're dreaming.
I'm gonna let him continue, man. I'm gonna let him continue.
Things go up. Things go up.
He hit you with the Fat Joe. Price went up. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Guys, gas goes up all the time. Things go up.
No, gas is a horrible example. Gas do go up, but it also goes down depending on the state of the world, you know, whatever war or whatnot. But yeah, gas can go up. Here with the consoles, we're not seeing prices go down. You know what I mean? I would have used gas as an example for this one.
Gas for your car goes up. Things go up, man. And it's still worth the money. Xbox is still the best value for your buck.
There it is. There it is. That's what I was waiting for. Listen. It's very predictable, and it all falls down to this. This is the true sentiment of a lot of these dudes. After they saw that PlayStation article, after they saw the price increase, this is what they done. This is what they doing, bro. A lot of them is doing this stuff. You know what I mean? They want you to cut grass for $30. Huh? They want you to sell your stereo equipment so you can play on the Xbox of all consoles. You got to sell your old games, your stereo equipment, the old couch that you're sitting on, your old lamp, so you can play on an Xbox Series S or an Xbox Series X. That is the Xbox fanboy push right now. You know how crazy that sound? Yeah, you know how crazy that sound, bro?
This is just things go up. Things go up, guys.
Yeah, so does my penis. Pause.
Gas goes up all the time. Things go up. Gas for your car goes up. Things go up, man.
So does my tallywhacker. I ain't bragging.
And it's still worth the money. Xbox is still the best value for your buck. This is just something that they wanted to wait for. You know, that they were lying dormant, and it's something that they wanted to wait for to come out negative about game.
What?
Xbox.
Oh, so wait, is he blaming Xbox or what is he? Who is he blaming here, man? Oh, my bad, y'all. My bad. You know I be wilding. Who is he blaming here, man? He said Xbox was waiting dormant, but what happened, brother?
That they wanted to wait for. You know, that they were lying dormant, and it's something that they wanted to wait for.
Okay.
To come out negative about.
Oh, he's talking about us. We was waiting dormant and waiting for this news to bash Xbox. Is that what you saying?
Xbox Live going up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And truth be told, honestly,
yeah.
Would people really be saying this if the other ones, like if
here we go,
went up on stuff,
yeah, Persona, it never fails. It never fails, bro. He's trying to sell y'all on the Xbox. He say, hey man, I mean, look, PlayStation. When we talking to brother, what happened in April? What do you think people was doing in April, brother? Yo, Carl Sandy, man, appreciate the $5 donation once again, bro. He said they gotta go sell some bricks. And I'm not talking about the bricks that build. that's what this brother sounded like.
I don't know, Nintendo?
Oh, he brought up Nintendo. Oh, man. Bless his heart. Bless his heart, yo.
People really be saying this if the other ones, like if Sony went up on stuff?
Oh, he said Sony. My bad. I guess I missed that one. Okay, so he said Sony.
He told, honestly, would people really be saying this if the other ones, like if Sony went up on stuff? Or, I don't know, Nintendo? Really? I mean...
Hey, yo, listen, man. I really mean this when I say this, bro. I really feel it for the Xbox gamers, man. I really do. I feel it for the Xbox gamers. They've been having a horrible week. They've been having a horrible, terrible week, man. Shout out to my man, Kid Smooth, man. Shout out to Kid Smooth, man. He said, one of the best purchases, time to add it back to the setup at $499. Can't believe this thing often competes with a $900 PlayStation. You see how this tweet is crazy? It's time to add it back to the setup. Huh? That means it was gone from the setup. But then you're talking about value and competition with a PlayStation. Why did you leave your setup in the first place if you really thought that if you really believe what you thought? Say, no, I mean, I said my sly remark. I said at 30 frames, first party games. There's a lot of Xbox games that came out. You know what I mean? This guy is comparing and saying that a $400 box, which is not $400 by the way, which is now $800, is competing with a $900 PlayStation 5 Pro. A PlayStation 5 Pro didn't launch any first party games with only 30 frames per second. Not one. There was not one PlayStation 5 game, first party game, that launched without a performance mode. Heck, some of the PlayStation first-party games also launched with ray tracing. Some of them was added. They added ray tracing later. Something that this console right here was not included with their first-party titles. You was getting no ray tracing. You was marketing that when the console was launched or the console was releasing. There was marketing higher frame rates. They was out here delivering 3 games that only had 30 frames per second options. But you have the audacity, since you want to stay in the price kid smooth, you had the audacity to bring up $499 lion ass price. Why you ain't say that the PlayStation 5 Pro was $700? Huh? If you want to go in the past. But since you want to go in the past, you had, shout out to my man Benjamin right here, you had Redfall, 30 frames at launch. Starfield, 30 frames at launch. Hellblade 2, that's a recent game, 30 frames at launch. PlayStation didn't have that issue. But we're led to believe that a Xbox Series S at $800 is to be the better value than a PlayStation 5 Pro at $900, 2 terabytes, beast of a system, where you're getting the fidelity mode and the frames. Hey, yo, these Xbox dudes is high, man. What the hell? What the hell are they smoking? My man went in the past for the Xbox price, but he's in the present day with the PlayStation price. Pure craziness, man. This is the delusional takes. These are the slick or try to be slick comments that they try to do, and this is why Xbox gamers, Xbox fanboys, Xbox influencers would never get the masses to buy into their platform. Huh? Xbox fanboys, Xbox influencers have all failed over 2 generations of lying to the people with tweets like this, of fake hype. You know what I mean? They just been failing at every aspect to try to sell the masses on buying an Xbox. Remember when the PlayStation 5 launched? I would have buy a PlayStation 5. I'll buy an Xbox with Game Pass. Failed. Game Pass failed. Xbox is the casual box where you can get in for $299. Failed. You have failed at every approach to try to undersell the PlayStation 5. I'm surprised y'all still do tweets like this. I'm surprised. It's not just smooth, there's a lot of them, like I've been showing. They just trying to mix you up with false information, little, what do they call it? Is it hidden truths? Or hidden lies, truth, whatever. They're mixing the two up. Thinking that people are dumb. That oh wow, after this tweet, I'm gonna buy an Xbox for $499. Where show me the Xbox $499, the Series X. Since he put in the tweet. Absolutely pure craziness out here, man. But y'all, that's pretty much the show. JAYBARI Show, episode 45, man. Just wanted to show some of this stuff that's going on. Craziness. I know I missed probably a lot of this shit, but don't worry. There are screenshots that I have over like 10 screenshots on my phone. I didn't show these screenshots purposely because they're talking about a specific aspect of GTA 6, and I'm just waiting for that information to come. And that video is gonna be it's gonna be a movie, okay? I'm just waiting on that. Once more information comes for GTA 6, I'm just waiting. I'm not gonna be like them Xbox dudes and jump the gun when it comes to, like, you know, certain thoughts and opinions and stuff like that. Sometimes it's good to just wait. And then you can, you know what I mean, put your foot on their necks. But yeah, all these shits that they were saying, it don't work. It has never worked. You going almost a decade. It just does lies, false hype, fake news. Like, you would think you would learn after 10 years. Like, damn, you know what? Maybe I gotta switch it up. Mr. Flash was good, man. Yo, Dylan, what's up, man? But anyways, man, I appreciate everybody coming through today. You know what I mean? Thanks for the super chat, Cobb Sandy. I appreciate it, man. We're going to do that Tokon video. So be on the lookout for that. Like I said, I'm about to go to the movies. I'm about to shake my hair up. I'm about to go to the movies. I'm about to, I'm about to eat. Matter of fact, I ain't eat no breakfast or nothing. You know? And, yeah. And then we're going to talk about some Tokon. Be sure to come through. Plus some Block Evo live stream. Stream party or watch party. Be on the lookout for that. Make sure you come on through. Cause that's gonna be a fun stream. And yeah, man, we got some games to talk about in the future, man. And be on the lookout for some announcements and videos or live streams that I'm going to be doing. Okay, because like I said, certain things are working. Certain things I've tested and it sounds good. It feels good. And we're going to put it in full motion. But I'm not going to jump the gun yet because in July, it is my birthday in July. I do have certain things planned for the channel, but it's possible I'm going to be doing certain things or I'm going to be traveling certain places during that period. So I don't want to jump the gun too much yet until I have a full plan on what I'm doing by the end of the month. All right. But yeah, be on the lookout. And I appreciate everybody coming through. Enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. If you guys do watch Evo, some good stuff is coming up. I think I just saw a notification about like Grand Blue. Matter of fact, let me check that real quick. Grand Blue. Yeah, it is up. See?
Everything that he needed, all the resources.
Grand Blue is up. So I'm about to go eat. I'm about to go watch some Grand Blue.
Okay, thanks for the game.
And
Absolutely. I love that both players were utilizing
yeah.
that tactic as well. Like both players were really on top of trying to tempt.
Oh, this looks like it's an old match. I don't think this is a new match right here.
To make sure we got that kill.
Yeah, optimizing it, man. The very last hit there, sealing it for Shio. Very, very well deserved to take it over Zandori, which
oh, that's a replay. Okay.
Ourselves included was the favorite to take it here at Evo. So great stuff to Shio.
Yes. All right, so let's take.
Yeah, so I'm about to watch this, y'all. So enjoy the rest of y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all weekend, and I catch y'all later, man. It's your boy JAYBARI. I'm gone. Deuces. Hit the like button if you did enjoy the stream. Hit the dislike button if you didn't. It is what it is. But I catch y'all next time. I'm gone. Deuces.